No. Ah, that was a 12-minute yap session, and I just erased it. I just backspaced the whole damn thing.
Hello, I'm a duck. I just completely backspaced over that audio, which means that I'm gonna have to re-record. That was probably like 15 minutes of just me yapping, a complete and total yap session. So we talked about Rocco Pisani, another great artist on Instagram that I ran across last year when doing a bunch of DTIYS exploration. But when it comes to Rocco's art, there are a lot of different things that drew me into Rocco's art. Specifically, there were different aspects of the simplification of that semi realism. I was really excited to see a lot of these flat colors and just knowledge of how certain things work with the lighting was so simple for him to place within this piece of art. Just different aspects of the shine in the hair, shine on the earrings, all of those different things were super attractive to me. What I really had a lot of fun with was the sweater. The sweater specifically had like that fun knitted texture to it. I, of course, could not do reindeers like Rocco did. I had to put ducks on the sweater. What are you gonna say to me? I am a duck. The sweater had to have ducks on it. Had a whole lot of fun doing that, but there are things that I disliked about my own piece. So I feel like I was too simple when it came to recreating this art. Mine feels a little lifeless, a little soulless, and so I'm gonna have to do some type of editing to the face. And of course, I sped right through the hands, just like I did with a bunch of the last pieces. The only reason I didn't speed through the hands with Helena's art is because I didn't have any hands to draw in it. Yep, running away from my responsibilities. I'm sorry, Sam. So, we did decide last video that there's gonna have to be some work put into recreating some of these different things, and I gotta say it, my rendition of Rocco's art is definitely going to be on that list. I love so many different aspects of this that I was able to recreate, but when you look at Rocco's and you look at mine, there's so many key differences that I have to find ways to just improve upon. For some reason, it just isn't giving the proper energy for me, the expression, everything. But Rocco specifically has a ton of different character art on his Instagram, and it's great. Looking at his art, he's very specific with these colors and these differentiations. The subtlety of just the shadows and everything, it's not overplayed. He knows exactly where his style needs to be, and I love that. I love that just knowledge of your own depth when it comes to art is something huge. I always end up over rendering a lot of the stuff that I have. If you look at some of my art, I always have a problem with trying to, I guess, over render an aspect of a very simple thing, and I've been trying to dial back from that. I think that's something I can learn from Rocco. If things are really rendered well, it's the whole thing to the degree that it needs to when it comes to his art. But a lot of this stuff will have a beautiful subtlety to it, the shine or a little bit of texture, like with clothing and everything. It's not over rendered, and that is great. But that's pretty much all I got as far as talking about Rocco's art and how I had a lot of fun with it. I'm going to see if I can lean into doing more DTIYS stuff for him. If he does another challenge, I'm probably going to have to pop up and, throw myself into it. I have not seen another one from him since this one, I think. Oh, well, nope, never mind. I was wrong. I skipped right over one. But I'll definitely lean back in and see if I can catch maybe the next one that he does. Other than that, when it comes to more DTIYS stuff, I mentioned in the first video that I have a whole script written for the whole DTIYS thing, exploring different ones that I've done across Instagram. We'll do a whole lot of exploring. I want to say in the new year is when we're going to have to do a lot of this. I usually take a break at the beginning of the year to get a lot of my projects figured out, but DTIYS stuff is going to have to happen around that time where we're probably going to at least look into what's next for the channel in some way. But with that being said, I will see you soon.